Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Dolphins nothing.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
34-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Washington.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They will run it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's McKissick. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Gain of 3 on the play. And the Washington first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins hooking up with Terry McLaurin. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So that...
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And, of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's caught inside. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the night. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 27.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. It's complete to Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Miami. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do. Get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by...
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Number 22.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Might get sticky on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown from 21 yards away. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Dolphins take over first and 10. At their own
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.